welcome back to Pina Cucina. Today we're cooking broccolini and fish allumido, which means it's a self-saucing fish. So we start with the broccolini first. If you want your broccoli to cook quickly, I just cut the ends in the center like that. And maybe again this way they'll cook fast and they won't go too overdone, so it'll be nice and crispy. So we do that with all of them. You can do this with any other broccoli. It takes me longer to get the broccoli ready because I like to cut them into tiny little florets, and that way it cooks a lot faster. But we want these beautiful stalks to cook the same time as the head of the broccolini. So we need to make it smaller, that way the heat is distributed evenly. When it's a little one like that, just a little bit will do. Now when you're cutting this down, if it feels tough, you just cut it a little bit off the bottom. You usually can tell where it's tender. Oh, this one's a little bit tough. Now this is my little secret for cooking the perfect broccolini. Well, they tell me they're perfect. I don't know whether they're lying to me. Okay, these are all chopped now. Remember, if you got nice little leaves, don't take them off, leave them on. I'm needing a little bit of chili. Just gonna pick it from my garden. I think 2 is enough. And here they are. 2 nice little chilies, they should do it. We don't want them too hot. So I'll cut them in half. I think I'll leave a little bit for the fish, just in case they're too hot. I'm gonna put this into the pot. Put the broccolini in. Some olive oil. Add some salt to your liking. And about half a cup of water. Now we'll put the lid on and we'll turn this on high. You can't leave it, you've got to be here because that's the secret of making perfect broccolini, otherwise they're going to go mushy. So you need to be constantly tossing them until they're evenly cooked, but they stay nice and firm. Now, back on the fire it goes for a few more minutes, and you basically need to get that water evaporated. I think I might leave the lid off. Just test them with a fork to see if they're soft enough. They're not quite ready yet, so we put the lid back on. With the lid on, it's just like a small pressure cooker, so that's why we put the lid on. Okay, I have just turned them off. They are beautiful. To test them, you just try a little bit of the stalk. If it's soft enough to your liking, they're ready, because the heads of the broccolini is always cooked. That's how I like them, nice, a little bit al dente. So we take them out of the pot, because if you don't, they will just keep on cooking because of the heat of the pot. So we're going to put them in a serving dish and we put them aside until we have the fish ready. And we put the beautiful juices on top. And we set this aside and we get our fish ready. Now the fish. Today I'm using snapper. You can use any fish that you have at hand, preferably some without the bone, but any fish will work well with this. So we get some garlic on the bottom of the pan. Oh, look at that. Some of that chili that we left over from the broccolini. And some Italian parsley that I picked earlier. I'm just going to give it a quick wash. Now I'm not going to chop this parsley. I'm just going to put it in there whole. This will serve as a bed for our fish, because sometimes it does stick, but that's like a guarantee it's not going to. So then we put our fish on top of that. A pinch of salt, some olive oil, and a little bit of water. We'll put the water in because otherwise it will just fry. Everything would fry and we wouldn't get the nice sauce. So we put the water in because that will steam the fish as well as creating the sauce. So not supposed to cover it, and there we have it, just below the fish line. Again, you have to be here. You can't leave it for too long. So now we turn it on medium heat and we'll put the lid on. This shouldn't take any more than 15 to 20 minutes. Our fish is beautifully cooked. Just test it with a fork. Oh yes, lovely. Now remember, at any time if it gets too dry, you can always add a little water. Okay, we can turn this off now and we'll put it in the plate. Pick up everything, including the parsley, and put it in a dish like that. And the beautiful sauce over the top. Now for our broccolini, we'll just arrange them on the side. And there you have it. Pina Cucina's fish allumido and broccolini affogati.